on Restream, ready for the action here in the America 250 Duels at Daytona. Should be joined by Nook here in the booth in a moment. We've got 21 cars vying for 2 open positions in the Daytona 500. I don't know if I'm very loud on this. That might be a tiny issue. Brunswick. Am I kind of quiet or am I don't know what the stream sounds like from a viewership perspective. So I'm not very confident in my, I don't know if I sound like super loud or something. But anyways, it is 4 cars advancing from each dual race, 21 drivers unofficially fighting for 8 positions across 2 races. Yes, I just burped in the middle of that. So, excuse my little voice malfunction, if you would. Already locked in to the Daytona 500. That would be myself driving in the 07 in qualifying last night. Set the pole position with a 44.979. Second quick was Finney, who qualified after everyone else. Vex already thought he was exempt from dual racing at Daytona. Now he'll start on the pole for Duel 1 here in the Daytona 250, the America 250 Duels. That will be how it ends up going. I don't know the lap time on Finney because I wasn't there. 8 cars will transfer into the Daytona 500, and 21 guys unofficially registered to go for that spot. Now, you have to remember one thing, and that is, of course, that with that spot being up for grabs, you're talking about with that one spot being up for grabs, or those 4 spots being up for grabs, anything can happen. That's going to be key. Because here's the thing. Anyone can show up that wasn't registered for a duel, and they'll just get put in a duel. And there's also going to be people that don't show up that are unfortunately going to miss this season's Daytona 500. Myself and Finney, the only one safe, we did so last night. In qualifying, everyone else, they've got to race their way in, and we know how important the Daytona 500 is to everybody. That's why Brunswick made the field the smallest field in all of BRL, is to make it exclusive, to make that great American race truly great and American, truly the greatest spectacle in BRL. And to really give it some exclusivity, 23 cars registering to attempt the race. That's a lot. To give only 10 of those guys a way in means that you have to be the best of the best on Thursday, on Friday, and even on Wednesday night if you're going to try and do anything involved with winning this 500. And we even saw last season that winning the 500 wasn't so easy. There's no easy way around. There's no way around the type of racing you have to do to get in the Daytona 500. Chunk and racing into the Daytona 500 on 34's account without telling anyone. 34 would go on to win the Daytona 500, but his win and his dual win disqualified, giving Chris his first Daytona 500 after the season was over, we've got cars heading to the track. I still don't know what Brunswick's doing about Nook. I think Brunswick needs to let Nook up. And I also think he needs to adjust the stream volume because I can barely hear myself. And I can definitely not hear the cars or anything else. Now, I don't know if Brunswick can hear me because I know he's in the VC on Discord, so that might be an issue. But Brunswick, if you can hear me, at some point we need to let up Nook. Down the back straightaway, getting ready to start the qualifying race for maybe the most important race of the season. The America 250 Duels starts with the first one. Vex out in front of Go-Kart. Zach Devin. The field getting ready to go green. We are underway here in the America 250 Duels at Daytona. 4 drivers go to the 500. Everyone else will go home ready for next week's race. Vex leads down the back straightaway for the first time, leading Go-Kart and Zach. Now Zach moves to the outside. The 47 of Jimmy in the green Coca-Cola scheme, trying to drive to the front. Logan here, that is a driver who qualified for this dual race. And also, I don't think that the other Zach was supposed to be in this race. The car at the back. So I would just say, at this point, that Logan, oh, we have a crash, it's Devin! Reese in it as well, they both save it. Three wide, pushing each other down below the line. Absolute carnage trying to race their way into the 500, but there's a lot of laps to do that. Rocky trying to take the lead. Lefty and Vex still pushing hard. 3 wide. Into the wall goes Rocky. Still 3 wide for the lead. Lefty goes who into the crash. Devin into the fence. Now Reese around it upside down. What a crash for Reese. We stay green here in the America 250 Duels. Lefty gets shoved up the track. Gets back down. Here comes the 33. 33 Zach. There's 2 Zachs in this race. So the only distinguishing factor I can say is their number or their Roblox username. The 20 and the 33 are both Zach. We have a crash. The 77 of Devon. He is around and Jimmy flying, toppling down the front stretch. The 20 of Zach also through the grass. Caution going to fly for the first time in the America 250 Duels. The pace car, Brunswick, hitting the speedway after a vicious crash for Jimmy. Jimmy upside down on the front straightaway. Duncan wants to join the booth for commentary here in Duel 1. Brunswick, I'm not sure if you would allow that, but I've sent him the invite, so at least he'll be able to listen in. If you don't want him to come up, you don't have to, but you can see what happens here. The viewers of this stream can't see it, but basically what ends up happening, it looks like the 77 Devon chops the nose of Jimmy, and the 20 at the same time hits that wall. They pinch each other off turn number 4. that turn number 4 is very hard when they're coming up off of it because the banking just goes away. So everyone's car pushes up the track. Jimmy's car went across 4 lanes of traffic, and that just wasn't going to work. He goes upside down, tumbling massively and violently. Brunswick, Nook, and Chunkin want to be let up in the restream. I would like to have 2 other people in the booth with me. When you get to pits, could you please do that? Into pit road goes the Brunswick pacing machine, and Zach in the 33 will lead us to the restart. Like I said, Brunswick, if you can hear me, can you let Nook and Chunkin up in the stream? Down the back straightaway, Zach out in front. The 33 of Zach, not the 20 of Zach. To the inside goes Vex, the pole sitter for this dual race. And Dunk would be able to speak in the booth with myself and hopefully Nook as well. But
can you hear me, mister?
Yes, Big Chunkin, I can hear you.
Okay. It's been an action-packed duel already, as we're seeing the first full double-wide field that we've seen.
That ain't going to last for long. They're 4 wide.
Wow. I still know lefty.
Going back to the inside, that's go-kart. The leader now, Devon. Devon is the 7th. This is going to be a confusing duel, fellas. We have Devon, Zach in the 20, and Zach in the 33. We got to find names for these guys.
Who's in the 00?
The 00 is Vex.
Vex, okay.
Vex, the pole sitter for this duel. Now Lefty to the inside, to the line. Lefty takes the lead at Daytona. Chunkin, what have you seen so far? Never mind, they're crashing. Devon goes around into Jimmy. Rocky's in this, Devon's in it. Go-kart's in it, and that will bring out the second caution.
I don't believe it's a race back, which means Lefty's the leader.
That is correct, Chunkin. It is not a race back. Caution is out. Lefty will be the leader as Reese now spins himself under this caution flag. You remember Lefty was complaining a lot about not being able to qualify. Very unhappy with the idea of not being able to.
We have pitters. It's the 00 of Vex, Reese in the 41, and Devin in the 95. Reese had a little trouble entering his pit box.
Talking about pit stops, and that's not really a thing we talk about much at Daytona. You know, just in general, just by principle, pit stops don't get brought up much, especially at Daytona and Talladega. These are, you know, drafting tracks. A lot of cautions, but could your strategy matter, Chunkin? Is there any real way that you see what Reese, Devin, and Vex doing? Do you see any way in which that matters when they take the checkered flag here in this dual race?
Well, I mean, you see that now it's not really that big of a difference. It's only a little under 1,000 milliliters. And also, if the leaders do decide to come to the pit, Logan will have to come down with them if they do choose to pit. But I don't really see much of a difference happening, especially with how many cautions there are, with how few cars you need for a caution. I just don't see there being a need for pit strategy here.
Brunswick heading back to pit road. We are back underway in the America 250 duels.
Lefty leads him to the green.
Lefty, your leader. Jimmy in second. They're 3 wide behind Lefty.
And already a third of the way through this duel, and we've seen a lot of movement up front. The one constant has been that Lefty machine. He's been running up there. go
Here's
very
the
easily.
19 of Logan. He's in the 500. We didn't even think he'd get to run this
Listen,
dual
I
race,
don't,
but he's
I
here
don't know
now.
anything. He
And
doesn't know
there's a lot
anything.
of contact.
Oh yeah. Oh, and they're wrecking in the back.
They are
Zach in the
crashing.
20.
Zach is upside down the 20,
He's the
flipping over Reese, and now gets tagged hard
he's the
by
only one that
Reese.
went around. Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness, what a hit. No caution, we stay green. Look at Jimmy up the inside, trying now below the line. Not a legal move, I don't think. I don't know what the call is going to be, but I assume he would have to lift that up. Don't you think, Chuckin?
Probably. Oh,
Wait,
almost
can you guys
causing a
hear me
wreck.
now
Lefty
on stage?
blocking. He's stuck on the outside with go-kart behind him. He can't even back out.
Mic
He's
test.
just stuck
Can y'all
here.
hear me?
Yes, Nook, we
Yeah.
can hear you. We have another crash.
Oh, we
It's
got
the
a crash in the
33 of
back.
Oh
Zach
wow.
upside down. Both Zachs flipping within the span of 2 laps.
And both one-car crashes.
We stay green.
Yes, both of them one-car crashes, but
Jimmy's
that
gonna
might
burn.
not be the case. The
Jimmy's
leaders
upside
go
Now
around
they
down.
and
go
Jimmy's
around.
over
That's
again
Huge
in this
Jimmy.
flip for
duel.
That's
A
Jimmy.
the
huge
that's
flip
the
Off of the
for
ball.
rough
the
up. Huge flip for
77.
Jimmy.
Now the
Huge flip for
caution
the
might come out. It
77. The
does
field's
here
coming
in
apart
zero
on
one.
turn 4. Oh,
Rocky had made an incredible save off of 4, and I believe just a bunch of contact. 19 went around, and then Jimmy, I think, hit a walkway.
Mr. Duncan, as we saw there, the field just came flying apart off of the
Oh,
trioval.
you
Huge
think?
crash here, guys.
Jeez.
And the 33 of Zach now saying he has to leave. That will disqualify him from
Daytona
racing in the
500.
Daytona 500.
He gave it
Flips
his
and then
all.
has to go. You really hate to see it for him.
Mister, what I want to make a point here is you don't want to be leading on the white flag in the duels because anything can happen, as we said earlier multiple times.
And I don't believe that Devin has pit limiter right now.
Nook, you talk about that last lap. The last lap is the perfect time to be leading, in my opinion. I'm going to go with the exact opposite philosophy. Take the
It's
white
not
flag.
Devin sped entering pit road and it's not giving him fuel.
Unfortunate turn of events for that number
Oh,
95
hey, Chris. Bro's in our
Cadillac
chat
next to
and
death.
stream.
Hi, Chris. This is Pickle Chris.
Pickle Chris.
Absolute W. Also, Chunkin, is it just me or is this stream very quiet?
Not
We
really.
got one
I can hear
crashing
you
under
well.
caution.
I can't hear Nook very
Death.
well though.
I don't know. It's like last stream was super loud and echoey, and this one's like
Oh, yours is it's loud and echoey for when you're
Brunswick fixed
talking.
the
I don't
echo,
know
I
about
think.
us two. Now we
going back
got
to Nook's point. He talks about leading on the white flag. I'm the exact opposite. I'm the kind of racer that I would rather be leading or in a top 2 or 3 spot when they take the white. I don't know where the wreck's going to start. I don't want to be the guy trying to pass the leader. But track position, in my opinion, is absolutely crucial at these tracks, especially at Daytona,
yeah.
because Daytona you don't generate the outside very well. You just can't. That's the reality. At Daytona, in my opinion, if you run the bottom and you just don't ever really try and block the outside, there's a good chance you still win the race.
And we are
Just
back
what
because
I'm
you don't have to do very much. We are back underway here.
What I think for
In.
that subject of leading on the last lap, if you're leading and you wreck, it's normally caused by you or someone blatantly hooking you. It's not like you're getting involved in a big one from the lead. It's normally you're the one either causing the big one or getting hooked into it. So I think leading is fine as long as you can hold the bottom
W
line.
statement from Duncan.
Exactly, Chunky. Don't block a run just because it looks tempting. Understand where the momentum is, and if that run is where all the momentum is, that's where the majority of the cars is, and that's where you think you can get off 4, clear the field, that's where you got to go. You saw yesterday in the Talladega race in Lefty server, that didn't matter, but that's Talladega.
Almost
A lot of contact happening, and then crash. Jimmy for a third time is flying in this duel.
And it's a one-car crash again.
One car crash, no caution. The field continues to pound
As I was
away
about
on
to
the
say,
green
I'd like
streak.
to
Unbelievable. The 47 is upside down for a third time.
I'd like to point out Fenty, chugging strong in the Discord VC. He's commentating for those guys. who aren't watching the stream.
Reese is gonna
That would
jump out
actually
high with
You see the
the
20
speeding
of
on his go
Zach.
kart.
He hasn't lost the lead since he took it. That's because this outside line is so much harder to use at Daytona than it is at Talladega. In the Tri-Oval especially, the outside lane's very viable. You give up the outside here, you give up the inside here at Daytona, you're probably giving up the lead and the win, especially late in this race.
They
That's
are
right.
racing way too aggressively.
You're gonna want
They
to
are
catch him
racing way
underneath.
too aggressive, but chunking. You know what you don't see? You don't see anyone trying to form the outside, and when they do, it's usually about two cars and they go directly to the back. There's just not enough energy on that high side to make
Lefty gets
anything
shoved out there.
happen
Speaking of the
unless there's
outside,
going to be any kind of fuel saving in which you might want to look into the high
Lefty's
side.
showing that
We're in
number
a dual
20,
race, though,
but
so I
Zach,
the
just
he
high
don't see
wants
side
that
to keep.
could
happening.
work if more cars go to it.
Lefty's saying he wants to keep that
If
damper on
Rocky
the
went to it
20
with
of
Devon, I think
Zach.
it might be able to work.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, Nook. Oh,
There
they
you go.
crashed them
They
on!
crashed
Three
down.
cars!
Two
Three
cars
Go
upside
kart
down.
upside
go
down!
Huge
kart,
flip.
So
two
too.
Huge
flips.
flip.
Not go kart. Devon upside down. I'm an idiot.
Should be no
Devon ate a
Everybody,
problem.
Reese.
kick me out of the booth.
And now
Upside
it
down
is
goes two
Vex
cars.
Vex to
leading
the
barely
lead.
over Zach.
Hold on, let me pull up the clip. We'll see what happened here at the time of caution.
Yeah, I got you.
Two cars just go
At the time
barreling
of the
down the back
caution,
straightaway.
it was Zach leading the race barely.
Caution comes out. The 20 of Zach will be the race leader here at Daytona.
Yeah, the 77 of Devon has just been
What
driving like a
a
loose cannon most of this race.
what a great run he got right there. That might be a difference between winning the America 250 duel and going home and not making the Daytona 500 when it's all said and done.
You
That
can
was a
work your
huge
way
flip
from
for
the
both
back
of
to the
those
front
records.
in about 3 laps here, maybe less if you're lucky. You do not need to be running this aggressively and wrecking for third with 12 to go.
Yeah, I think the thing is, Duncan, these guys, we're not looking at the best on the plate tracks in this, even in this league. I feel like
Duel 2
the
has
three
some.
best drivers at plate tracks in this league are in the VC right now. Myself, you,
Even if you add Chris to that
and
equation,
Duncan.
he isn't in here.
Myself, you, and Nook, in my opinion, are the three best plate racers in this league. We've seen Nook win in both the Xfinity and the Cup cars.
I
I've
agree.
won
Nook probably is the
everywhere but
best.
this league at super speedways, and that's just because I don't race here very much.
Nook's probably the best.
Reese is gonna jump out of line here and go TTB. I don't know if that's the right
You
or
know,
wrong call.
I think he should have kept his position early, but I don't know. Either way, he can
We're gonna
probably
see what
work his way
happens
out.
here.
Oh, remember, he doesn't have to win; just has to get a top 4. Right now, Lefty's in that 4th
a
position.
win will make things so much better. It's a confidence booster and everything.
It's 10
But when it
points.
comes to the end of this thing, you just want to be going for the big one. The
They are back
Daytona
in position.
500 is the big one. So at this point, I don't know if this restart or even right in the next 5 laps, I'm worried about win, or even be in. Honestly, if I'm one of these guys right now, and I think you would agree with me, Duncan, I'm more worried about get to the back, get out of the wrecks,
Yeah.
and get ready because there's probably going to be one of these 2-3 lap to go cautions. You want to restart good there. That's when track position starts to
Yeah.
matter.
As
If
we
I'm the double
speak, it's a
zero or the
single file
twin, I'll
conga dance
stay
on the
low.
inside of the race. Number 20.
Oh, big block. He can't get there. Here
Duels.
comes Vex with a huge run. That's what I was about
Vex
to
is going
say.
to
If
take the
you're one
lead.
of those
Lefty
top
below
2,
the
you
line.
really
He's going to have
want
to
to be
give that
staying
up.
low and not
He
trying to block
does.
outrageously.
And there's Rocky. Stuck below the line. He'll get back up, and that'll be no incident.
I think Go-Kart right now is in a better position than the 1911 is. He's running the bottom. He's got cars with him. It's all formed up over there as long as he doesn't let anyone in. And he almost
Oh,
does.
they crashed!
Almost Zach!
Zach around
Zach
again.
just
Oh my
flipping
goodness, he is flying in the air through the
and
infield,
around he
and
goes.
Devon also spun around.
Rocky barely avoids it. And now that's a 2-car incident. No yellow for that. I think it's 3 for
10 to go.
I've seen.
How much longer is it before you see? How much longer is it before you see one of these guys start to maybe slow it down, back it down, and realize that the prize isn't now The prize is don't crash and put myself in that spot with 2 to go to drive into the 500. Let's defend a 500 spot.
I think we should be seeing Rocky do something like that, Jimmy do something like that, even Logan. And Reese and Rocky should be working together.
And if you guys want to watch Duncan put this talking and this expertise to work, stay tuned. Daytona Duel 250, the Daytona 250, the America 250, the better name for it. Duncan will be in the next one, racing to try and get a spot in the Daytona 500, right along myself, Finney, and the winners and top 4 finishers of these duels.
Yes, exactly.
And when it there's contact. The 19 almost around.
77 cannot merge as we're seeing in the
they're crashing.
Hit it
No, they
while
don't.
it was
I don't know
merging.
how they didn't do that.
So the 77 needs a caution to be able to get back in the pack right now.
Oh, Jimmy gets turned.
There goes Jimmy.
Logan. There's the caution he needs.
3 cars. Wait.
And upside down goes Devin into the fence. A terrifying wreck.
Or Jimmy saved it, at least Logan. I don't think that's a caution. I don't think it should be either. It is, though.
Oh, my goodness. The 95 of Devin into the catch fence on the front straightaway.
Huge crash. What started that? Oh, it was...
And the red
Devin on the bottom. I think
on the back
came
stretch.
Down a little bit on him.
Lefty will be the race leader.
Yikes. What a hit. A big hit for Logan and a huge flip for Devin.
I mean, that wreck was almost stunning the way I see it. Also, Brunswick, I would recommend that when we're watching the finishes thing, that you have it on a TV cam so it looks cinematic.
I'm watching on Chase right now because I can see the most.
Because it's on Chase cam, and I always watch the finishes on TV cam so that we can see a cinematic shot of the finish.
I'll commentate on Chase just to get more.
I commentate on TV cam. Of course, you guys know that when you watch my streams that I'm always on TV cam. I prefer the viewer experience rather than the listener experience because I try to make up for that with my voice.
Yeah, I prefer being able to, because sometimes you can't see the wreck and switching between the cameras.
Well, I understand that much. I'm just saying, like, when we're taking the checkered flag, Brunswick needs to be able, like, I think on the white and with 2 to go, that TV cam is going to provide for a much more cinematic experience. That's awesome. That's beautiful. I'm G'ing.
I believe I have a prediction for before that drivers that'll make it in. I think Lefty, Go-Kart, Vex, and Devin will make it into the race.
I don't know who's going to be in this thing. I just know that we're back underway. The America 250 duels underway in what may be the last restart.
7 laps left.
Crashing is the 20.
What spot? The 20's crashed a lot, and I don't know. He's going to have to merge. That's Sack.
Down the backstretch. Lefty in front.
Go-Kart
running second. He wants it.
He gets turned!
Into the outside wall.
Hard. 1 car, but Jimmy blocks. And that might be
Jimmy's going to get turned now, as well as Devin and
Jimmy
Devon.
saves it, and that won't be a caution, I don't think.
No, he's upside down. That might be. There they go. They crash hard into the wall. Goes the 00
That's
Vex.
a caution right there.
That will bring out the caution.
Unbelievable.
Lefty's still the leader. That's a huge thing. And Reese gets spun under yellow again.
Go-Kart got hooked trying to stay on the outside lane, and then Jimmy came down, blocked Devin, and they both went around. And then, the 77 hit the 91. That was Devin.
It was a huge hit for the 00.
Hit the flip. Yeah, big hit for that 00 car. Vex.
Vex now being told to respawn his vehicle because he's in a broken race car.
Did they ever fix the infinite turn or the infinite?
No, it's that's what I'm talking about. He has infinite turn, the 00 Vex. That's a issue he's going to have until he respawns the car. If he
So
doesn't
everyone else is
respawn
in
the
a
car, I do
everyone else
think
is still in
Brunswick
a
goes the
Chevy.
green flag right here.
You respawn, I believe. Everyone forced to run a Chevy
It's going
or
to be 5
use the
laps to
American.
go. Nook, are you still there? Nook?
Run. No,
I guess we
Nook is
lost
not.
Nook, so it'll just be me and Chunkin here in the booth to finish this thing off.
Tom
Chunkin, are
says
you
off
ready?
over in the distance. I'm very ready as we
Then
are
let's do it. We're
going
back
green.
underway in the
Lefty,
American
Reese,
250 Duels at
Logan, and Rocky in
Daytona.
the spots right now. I was not catching
Rocky in the
Logan.
last spot, but I know that Jimmy's an aggressive dude, and
Oh,
I
big
don't
block
trust
for Reese.
anybody.
He
Whoa,
makes it
Vex's
work, and
sideways
Vex goes
again.
around. Saves it. Great save, but does
That
he
was
have enough time to
beautiful.
make it up through the field?
The 47 is one of the most aggressive drivers on the track. If I had to think of
Goes to
somebody,
the top and around
no,
goes
the
Reese.
41 of Reese gets
Hard into the
turned,
inside wall. He's upside
hard
down.
into the wall, and he goes upside
One
down.
car, no yellow, as Rocky's out of line. That moves Devin into the last spot and Jimmy into third.
If I'm Rocky, I'm just trying to tuck in line at the back. You could go from the back to the front in the time that he's got, but he's got to go right
Oh,
now.
and he
He
racks the
spins
wall
himself on a
flip.
wall pop.
Oh, he might have to merge, but I don't know if he has time. He's
Lefty
gonna have.
leads
I don't know if he's
Logan,
in the
Jimmy,
draft,
and
and if he
Devin.
is, I don't know if he has enough time.
Devin
Ooh,
holding the
Vex.
final spot. He's blocking for his life to hold it, and
Oh,
the
Devin gets
47
moved up
below
by
the
Jimmy.
line.
They're making contact.
Now
Around
they
they go.
crash.
The 20 wrecks
Devin
the field. The 77
turns
is in
down
it. Vex
on
is in it.
Devon, and they
Caution is
crash. The
out.
caution
And
is out.
the 20 just absolutely intent. I think
That'll
it's
put Lefty in the lead. Logan second.
yeah, he got
Devin
fourth one.
in P3, although I
So
don't
the
know
20 of
how all
Zach
that
got
worked out,
forced.
what would exactly happen. But Duncan, you know what this means, right? It's going to be 2 lap
Yeah.
dash to the checkered flag
Awesome.
and force him.
So what happened there? Zach got fourth below the line because Jimmy was checking up to try not let in. I believe that was Devin, and then he came just straight back up without even looking. Wrecked 2 cars. Stupid move on the 20's part, but it's Daytona. It happens a lot.
If there's someone that I think would pit here, it would be Rocky. Check his fuel, big bruns. Make sure he's not being a goober.
Well, he's at 10:45. He does not have to pit. He's at like a solid 40% almost.
If there's no pitters, we're going green. Here's the thing, Duncan. It's a 2 lap dash for all the marbles. I can't think of a better way to end the America 250 duels than in one of the most American ways in all of sports, that being overtime.
Lefty has been leading pretty much the last 10 laps, so I have a bad feeling.
Oh, and he
When he
doesn't
gets
get on
moved
the
out
line on the restart. That's going to absolutely ruin his chance of going to the Daytona
unbelievable. But they're
500.
wrecking. There
Logan
goes
gets blocked
Logan.
and turned.
Single car spin.
That's a
Logan's
single
race
car spin.
is
That's going to take him
over.
out of this thing,
And
too.
Lefty
And now
gets
Jimmy gets turned and
Jimmy.
he's over for a fourth time.
Everyone's in
The
it.
field comes
This will be
apart in the
another
wake of Lefty's
overtime.
blocks.
Huge crash.
The caution is out. Devin is the leader.
And Lefty's race just fell apart right in front of his eyes. Go-kart's involved. Devon is
The
involved.
most instantaneous commentary jinx I've ever seen. Duncan says he's been leading and running it perfect. He biffs the restart and crashes the field.
So what I'm looking at, what happened? I'm trying to figure out what happened. I think Lefty hit the wall just trying to get his car stable. It bounced him off straight down into the double zero, which turned Jimmy. Maybe Lefty was going through a little bit of lag there on the restart. That could be a good explanation. Got turned, had spin physics, hit the lead
Lefty's
one.
race falling
He's
falling
only two
apart in front of his face. That is
slow there.
one of the most instantaneous commentator jinxes I've ever seen. Duncan giving him props. He ran a great race. He's been running a great race, and he can still be in this 500 thanks to that caution flag coming
I
out.
still think he's
But
getting it.
dude, Lefty
There's only two
just
spots to separate him from the 500.
I don't think anybody's pitting.
No, it's gonna be 2 to go, or maybe 3. Judging on these laps. Yeah, Lefty gets a 1 out of 3. He did cause that wreck
Lefty now shoving the
entirely.
81 in the grass.
I do think he's lagging,
And
though.
he's causing a crash again.
I really think he's lagging. But he's going. They're going to
Lefty
restart.
at
He's
this
into
point
the
is frozen.
wall.
There's no debating it. There will be pitters.
They are
Lefty's
pitting.
going to have to
Reese
get back to his
and
spot, I
Go-Kart.
assume.
Lefty going back to his spot. That'll put him into still 6th, I think.
He's 6. He's got to go 2 spots to make it into the 500. Duncan, Lefty's position is a unique one because you're not given very many choices as what to do. You've just got to
Reese
go
out of the
forward.
pits
There's
well
no,
ahead of Go-Kart.
if I'm in third, a guy like Rocky or Zach, yes, there's a trophy in front of me if I win this race, but a lot of me just wants to stay in line and take this thing back and start the Daytona 500.
And you also
But a
heard
guy like Lefty, he's in a unique position because there's no debate what he's got to do here. He's just going to try and win this thing.
And a huge change to the Daytona 500 qualifying. Brunswick has said next season that there will be a past champions provisional for the 500. That would include me, 34, and whoever wants to
Jan.
be. Jan, yeah. So us 3 cars would be in this season, and whoever wins this season's championship.
That ought to be me for real. No, I wouldn't. I'm not coming back full-time road racing. That's
If
just
you went full
lame.
time, you probably win it though.
250 years of America, and it's being represented by the Brunswick Racing League.
Dev!
2 to go. Devon's done.
And around goes the
And
70
around
he turns
goes
himself.
Devon. He's over.
That's 2 cars, no caution.
That's 2.
They
There's
stay
not going to
green
be a yellow,
Bex
as
is leading.
Duncan just said.
Rocky's second.
Lefty's in the position. He will advance, but does he get greedy and try and go for the win?
Rocky blocks.
Rocky blocks. Now they get sideways. They're around the 19 and the 41
They're wrecking
restart.
behind him.
Caution.
The caution is out, and we'll have to see the ruling on Lefty because he was below the line for a very long time.
The caution is out. What happens to Lefty?
He got forced down by Rocky, and then Jimmy got forced down by Logan, and they could not get up. Vex did not leave enough room. He was slamming Vex to try and get back up to the lead. So now with the caution out, the question becomes, is Lefty and Jimmy going to retain their spots?
It's green this time. That means Brunswick must intend on letting Lefty keep the lead here in this Daytona 250.
Hell happened to Reese? Oh, I see. Logan got pushed down by the 20 into the 47 of Jimmy. That gave him spin
Lefty's going to be your leader.
Physics turned him into Reese.
I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm not. Red's out. They're going to stop this thing so that we can make sure that we prevent any other pit stops or things.
I do agree with that call by FedEx. Both of the cars were forced down. But Vex, no need to worry here. You're still third, still in a spot. As long as you can hold your line, hold your own, you're fine.
Well, Duncan, that would be nice if he could hear you, but I think all he's worried about right now is winning the America 250 duel and getting that boost of confidence. I would know. I've won one of these things myself. Almost won the 500. It hurt way more to lose that 500, but what I can tell you is winning that duel race, it was a huge burst of confidence, and that's exactly what you want to see out of these guys. You want to see everybody in the field trying to win not only a Daytona 500 starting spot, but they want to win this duel. They want to go to victory lane at the end of the night. That is what America is all about, and we're representing it right here in Daytona.
We're green again. Go-Kart already making moves to the top. So is Vex. And now it's 3 wide. Rocky, Zach, and Go-Kart.
Will we get to the white flag? If we don't, this will be the last overtime attempt.
Yes, anything that happens here happens. So don't be as aggressive as you need to be, especially for that first and second position.
Lefty and Jimmy throwing everything they have at it. You can see they're just snaking around. Everybody wants to be in this thing, but only a couple can. Now they crash.
Around goes Devin.
Devin and Zach have crashed, and I believe that will end the Daytona 500 for both.
Zach and Devin.
The
push
white
out of
flag
the
is out. We are underway here
Made
in
it
the
to the
last
white.
lap of the America 250 duels. The
If yellow comes
48
out,
of
it'll be a good
Lefty
start.
out in front. 47 of Jimmy runs second.
But Logan pushed out a line, and around was the 77 behind him, up and over. Big wreck. Now Vex
Will they
moved
make
down the
something
line by
happen on the
Rocky. Here
outside? I
comes
don't see
Rocky and
it.
Reese.
The
Two cars on the
47
outside
trying
lane,
to
trying
make
to show
something.
something.
Lefty below the
Lefty moves
line.
out.
Now the
Rocky goes
47
with
will get
him.
the opportunity to pull out in front. The
There goes
47 of
Jimmy.
Jimmy is around in the
And now
lead.
Rocky's stuck on the outside with no help. Jimmy
Rocky on
left
the
him.
outside with no run. They'll be side by side for the final spot.
Side by
But
side, I
for
think
the
Rocky got
win,
it.
the 47
Jimmy,
of Jimmy will
Lefty,
win it at Daytona,
and it's
and
Go-Kart
Chase
who
gets
gets
the
the final
final spot.
spot. Jimmy, Lefty, Reese, and Go-Kart are going to the 500. As Rocky,
Unbelievable.
Logan,
What a finish to
Vex.
Duel 1. Jimmy's your winner, fellas.
Rocky, Logan,
And
Vex,
Rocky has
Dev,
missed the Daytona
Zach.
500.
All of them are going.
Oh my goodness. You have to feel for Rocky, who absolutely
81 is the last card.
threw everything he had at it and just couldn't get to the checkered flag in a spot. That is going to be the end of his run here in the 2026 Daytona 500 in the BRL. Actually, there'll be more than one of these in this season. I mean, in this year. So the season 4 Daytona 500 is over for those drivers. Those being Rocky, Vex, Logan, Devin, Devon. Those drivers will go home with nothing to show for this dual race. But for the 47, he'll have everything to show. He comes out a winner tonight, trying to come out a winner again tomorrow night. I don't know what's going on with the 48 here. Maybe he thinks he's won this thing.
Okay, I'm staying in here. I don't want to go back. I'm going to do something.
What is Lefty doing?
I'm starting in the back of my duel.
Doesn't matter. The winner is the 47 of Jimmy, who does donuts in the front stretch grass, driving that 47 Coca-Cola machine.
Jimmy made a move. Lefty went out by himself and then pushed Jimmy up, and Rocky just stayed with that 47 to the end. Jimmy has a lot of thank yous to give to Rocky, especially because Rocky missed the race.
And that's a beautiful pass. I mean, 10 out of 10 intuition. I said it wouldn't work. Nook told me I was wrong, and that's why they give Nook the Super Speedway wins. The only one he hasn't got is this one right here, the Daytona 500.
Oh, okay.
And when we're talking about things that could go better, that move couldn't have gone any better for Jimmy. He went up there. He committed. He was bold. He was aggressive. And that'll put him in victory lane at the end of the night. But most importantly, tomorrow night, he'll be racing in the Daytona 500. I think that'll be all for Duncan's portion of the booth here. He was very helpful in his time, and we're going to wish bro all the luck here in duel number 2 at Daytona.
I can still get some driver feedback. Trust.
Duncan, I ain't trying to hear you crash out when you get wrecked.
I'm not going to crash out.
I don't know about that.
Well, I am staying here.
That's if Brunswick wants to let you stay, but I'm sure he will.
He already said good. Zach already leaving. Isn't this like his first race? He joined January 14th, like a month ago.
A whole new field of cars, a plethora of drivers.
Yeah, the
that want to race their way in to the great American race, trying to join myself, Fenty, Lefty, Jimmy, Chase, And who finished third in that last duel? I don't remember.
Oh, Jimmy Chase, lefty.
Jimmy
Jimmy Chase,
Chase,
lefty.
lefty, and who was third?
Reese.
Reese, yes, who crashed like 15 times that duel.
Yeah. The 77 really should have gotten kicked. He was just making dumbass moves.
And if you want to talk about doubters, there's absolutely no way I would have told you in a million years that going into the Daytona 500 would be a guy who flipped 4 times in his duel race. That's roughly once every, like 9 laps?
Yes. Jeez. 8 laps even.
He flipped roughly once every 9 laps. And
7.5, I think.
ended up winning the duel. You know what? Yet again, that's what America is all about. Just persisting through the struggles and the brain farts and the everything that gets thrown your way. The ones that truly make it are the ones that keep going and keep trying and keep pushing. And those are the ones we learn about in our history books. We learn about on the media, and the ones whose statues will be constructed long after we're not here anymore.
This is a much more competent, competitive race. Do you see the names in it?
Well, Duncan, you can't really say that when you're in it.
Shut up. I'm just saying, even besides me, Melon, Chris, Lefty, or not Lefty, Rock, Connor.
This is a very different race, to say the least. You know, let's run through the field, starting order here in the America 250 duel number 2. On pole position, that is the 0-3, I believe. There was no one that qualified ahead of him.
Turtle with it. Who is that? What's his name?
Okay. I reach an issue where I can't switch back and forth between the tabs because well, to put it frankly, if I do, it kicks me out of the restream. So I'm just basically guessing at the starting order based on where everybody's lined up. Let's run through the field here at Daytona.
I can check. Hold up. It should be Nico, Ashton, Senator.
Nico's not Connor. Here, so that'll be the end of his Daytona 500.
Ashton in the 03, which means Senator's behind him, then Nook, then Connor, then
Chris.
Zach. But the other Zach raced in the first duel. So then
that was Trey, weird. I don't know how that happened.
Trey, then Chris, then Tom, then me.
Chris is ahead of Trey.
Chris is ahead of Trey.
We also have the Spotify number 21 of Chunkin starting right behind Chris. That ought to be a fast machine right there. Repping the colors he made for himself, and that's a dying art here in row racing. We don't see very many people driving and donning the schemes they made for themselves, and Duncan and Melon, I believe, are going to be the only ones in this field to even do such.
Me and Melon are going to work together. For sure.
And, you know, commentators, they're not supposed to have a bias, and I'm not going to have a bias, but, man, there are definitely guys that I've traded paint with on the track in this duel. And there weren't very many of those in the last one, and I can tell you that talking about what we do on track, there's a lot of these guys that if I was out there racing against them, I would absolutely hate being in their duel because it means I've got to go out there and race them, and I don't want to do that.
I hate being in a duel with some of these guys. Basically, everyone but like Nook, Chris, and Trey.
I've never raced with Ashton, I don't believe. But then after that, we have Nook. I don't have a problem with Nook. Nook's one of the cleanest guys in this whole field. Senator's good. Connor's a crash out.
Actually,
Trey is a crash out.
I like racing around most of these guys except Tom and Connor.
Chris is good. I really don't have a problem with Chris. Tom wrecked me out of a win at Dover, so if there's going to be an announcer's bias, it would be against Tom.
And then I don't know the last two. 6 and the 7.
Chunk and Melon. The other two drivers is Plain and Kane.
It's always so confusing.
What in the world? I've never seen either one of these guys. We're going green this time. Ashton in the 03. Actually, his scheme might have been made by him as well. So that would put us up to, 3 driver-made schemes in field. Connor got disconnected. He'll join back and tag on at the rear of the field. It's time. Chunkin, going to work, putting that expertise he was telling us about. We'll see if you can believe any of that from the last duel. If he can get into this Daytona 500 right here.
Single file starts. Everyone's staying in line.
Single file. Ashton, Senator. The second America 250 duel is underway.
Chris already dropped into the back on turn 1 before turn 1 lap 1.
Yeah, look at Chunkin with the great restart already up to 4th, 3rd. Going for 2nd, he gets Legato blocked by Senator. That almost caused a definite crash that would have taken out a significant portion of the field. That guy was being an idiot on lap 1.
What? I got 4s.
Now Duncan to the inside, Duncan to the lead. He started in 7th or 8th. Now P1 off turn 4 and to the line. He is your leader here in the America 250 duel. And boy, I hope they don't race like this because it's going to be a nightmare determining who gets in. But Mellon now to the point with help from Kane and Plain. That's going to be fun to rhyme. Oh, Cyan is the 6, so I guess we'll call him Cyan. And then the 7 of Plain.
No, he said merge TTB. I'm just gonna back out here.
Wait, I don't know where Cyan is. I assume Cyan is.
I think that's the 40. Was it 41? And they had to change his car.
The 41 was Reese last race, but maybe I'm just
in
confused.
A 41 car, and then I think
whatever, we'll settle this out later.
Oh, Mellon almost around.
We'll just call him Kane because that'll be easy to determine who's who for the viewers of the stream as well as myself.
I'm just staying in the back.
Mellon out in front of Kane. Now to the outside. Trey gonna help him. Nook, Tom, Connor up to the high side. 4 cars on the high side, 4 cars on the bottom. Now a couple more tagging on to both lanes.
I'm going to go with Chris.
There's going to be about 6 cars on that high side, 5 on the inside. The outside wins the numbers game, but for how long do they do so? Trey generates a big run, but not much help. That outside is very disconnected. And there goes a crash.
Senator,
Senator sideways trying to save it. They break and they crash. There they go. Nook, Plain, Ashton, the caution out. Senator causing the first caution of the day, and I'm not really sure that should have been one.
6. Damn it.
I'm going to say I think the 6 may be the leader here, folks.
I just got involved. Recognize.
What happens at the caution flag? Your leader, that's going to be the 97. Mellon is the leader at the time of caution. 97 is leader. 97 is leader.
Yeah, the 84 is just...
And that'll be the 5 of Trey in second at the time of caution.
I guess Chris is letting me ahead of him. I don't know why.
Trey, second. Mellon should be in the P1 at the time of caution. Brunswick, I would let him know in the admin chat that Mellon is the race leader.
So Cyan is here. Cyan's user is...
Is he super out, that guy? Yes, I believe that is Cyan.
I'm pretty sure. Let me check. Yes, it is Subaru Outback guy.
And he left again.
I guess.
And Brunswick's either going to have to unlock the server or kick bro out of the duel.
I don't think I'm gonna. Personally close.
Mellon is not going to take his P1. I believe at this point Brunswick's just going to let it fly, but I do believe Mellon should be taking P1. The six backing out. I don't know if he got a TTB or what. I haven't seen anything. I think he honestly might just be frozen or something or just going AFK. Mellon was the leader at time of caution, but I think he's going to stay in second. I don't think the officials know that he was in P1, and I just don't think that they're going to bother with the order too much.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Trey will be your leader. And talking about Trey, that was an Xfinity Series winner last season at the Phoenix Raceway in the 17 car.
And
not going to go green. They're going to pit Chris, going to be the man that does it. Talking about Trey, that was a winner last season at Phoenix over Connor in the Xfinity race. Trey ran a great race. Connor ran him down, and then it ended up being a slugfest at the finish. They were touching, banging, sideways, and sliding.
I'm respawning and going to the back.
The 21 of Duncan to the back of this field. Trey was an impressive driver in the Xfinity Series in these starts he made last season. Got to make a big step, though. You know, he can go right into the 500 and start his season off with momentum. But this 500 is going to throw a huge wrench, a monkey wrench, into the championship standings. I mean, look at the guys that aren't going to be starting the 500 this season. Rocky's already out of it. And looking at the cars in this field, between Trey, Connor, Ashton, Nook, Duncan, Chris, and Mellon, some of those guys aren't going to start the 500.
Senator has a Daytona win in some league.
Those are, when you're talking about Duncan, that's a past champion. Mellon's a championship contender. Chris and Trey could always make a big step. And Connor and Nook were the Xfinity Championship contenders. Back underway here at Daytona in the America 250 Duels.
Chris backs out of the start again.
No, there's a strategy to what Chris is doing. He is keeping the car clean, and it hasn't much worked to his advantage when they got these guys racing the way they are.
Oh, wow. They're already racing the way they are right now. Connor almost just wrecked.
Connor almost got wrecked. What a run by Connor up the middle. Won't get a push. Now he will from the 4 of Nook.
Nook and Connor are going to just stick together.
And finally, I think the 41 of Cyan will join this field and try and race into the 500. And like I said, I think this race is going to do a number on championships. The championships could be won and lost based on, did you miss the 500?
Evan, who won the Daytona season finale and Lefties League, he missed the 500.
That is a key point to bring up. Talking about the last winner of Daytona in Brunswick's league, that is the 48 of Lefty. Lefty won in the summer race.
What is the 6 do? What is the 6
Whoa, the 6 is frozen and crashed the field.
Wow. He is frozen. That might be a caution. It's 3
cars. I don't think no, it's not a caution.
There's enough cars to where they can just merge.
Those are big names that could miss it. Senator and Nook currently out. If you put Senator and Nook in, then you've got to take Mellon or someone else out. There's someone that's a big name in this league is going to end up missing it by virtue of how qualifying worked.
Yeah, I should have showed up for qualifying. I would have gotten top 2.
Yeah, I think you probably would have got first or second, got locked in. But now, You got a chance to miss the 500. That's the thing that you got to deal with. How do you deal with the pressure of potentially missing the 500?
Well, you see, Mister, I don't really care. So I'm kind of just running this like a regular race. If I make it, I make it. If I don't, I have other races I can do.
Oh,
And there
Tom
goes
block
Tom
flips
right into
over
the Persian
Connor.
Connor.
Wow, I've never seen the spectacular ballerina works that Tom just did.
Trey moved out of line. No.
Trey's going to move out of the way. That'll put the driver announcer of Duncan to the lead of our America 250 duels.
Oh, he almost just LePage me.
Trey, Nook, Chris on the top. Duncan, Mellon, Ashton, Senator on the bottom. And playing kind of at the back. He's unaffiliated with a lane, but I think he'll pick to run the top when they get to the bumpers. No, he doesn't. He'll pick the bottom. What a change-up. Mellon blocks Ashton and spins it. He saves it as well. What a move to save that.
No. I'm up here. Gosh, you got Trey on the outside, but...
What a block by Trey on Senator. But Senator's going to go to the bottom anyways, which is going to keep Trey stuck on the outside. And if he's not careful, he'll fall out of the America 250 top 4 position.
4 cars.
And be out of the Great American Race. Duncan out of line. Here comes Ashton in plane.
Come on, Trey, let's go.
Trey and Chris will try and give him some assistance. But the reality of it is the top is not formed up enough to put Chunkin back in the lead.
Don't count
the crash, it is Senator into Tom, and he gets turned in to a bump and upside down into the fence.
Don't count it out at all. Mr. LeGrand.
I don't know how this just happened.
It's because they wrecked and they got disconnected, and me and Chris and Trey were bumpered up.
That was all it took. That one little piece of disconnection will put Mick Chunkin back to the lead. Boy, he's in 4th right now. That's all he's got to do is finish 4th. And Duncan is crashing.
He literally just turned straight down the track.
Plane will be your leader. And look at who's in 2nd now. That's the guy I'm worried about. That 4 cars always had luck here at Daytona. Go back to season 2. Minister, driving for Awesome Autosport, took the checkered flag and won the Daytona 500 in an absolute domination of Daytona. The only thing they didn't win was a stage and the pole. They had the fastest lap, the win, and both dual winners. Awesome Autosport dual domination crashed. Connor around in front of Senator. Senator will drive through, and he will now get spin physics. Mellon and Ashton will get collected. Will that draw a caution? It will not draw a caution flag. Oh my goodness, that 4 of Nook. He's got the Daytona Ford luck. He's driving a Ford, the same as what Minister drove this thing to a Daytona 500 win. That Ford team not owned any longer.
I forgot he existed.
The 4 of Nook, that team no longer affiliated with Awesome Autosport, but now 4 affiliated with SMS. Awesome Autosport back to a 1-car team with only myself driving in a Chevrolet now instead of but in the 07 car. And allies,
I think me and Chris are on team. And Mellon
are going to be necessary to get us anywhere near a Daytona victory. Big decision to be made by Nook here. He'll block Senator, who's below the line, but that's the smartest block. That's the bottom line. I've been saying it. The bottom is where you control the chaos. If they push you and nothing happens, Ashton has crashed with Chris and Plane.
And 2 cars, no yellow.
No yellow. Connor's going to get merged back into the back of this field.
Outside's
The
formed up.
bottom is where you can control it, but situations like that, look at Trey. He'll be on the outside with 3 cars. He'll get around Nook. Duncan now on the outside. What do you
That's
do if
exactly
you're
what I
Trey?
did. That's exactly what I did to him.
Stay on the bottom. Keep your momentum. Do that job. Keep yourself in control. If 1 car passes you, that's fine. If even 2 cars pass you, look, you're still in 3rd, and you can gain those spots just by going back forward. Nook trailing the brakes. Something tells me he's not trying to push Trey, but
They're teammates, though. I
the
think.
big push on the bottom is absolutely going to stall any chance Duncan, Mellon, and Chris had of making that outside lane work.
Yeah, I could have cleared him, but I stuck with him. But now it's too many cars.
Now,
And
Nook up the
now,
track. He'll
look at
try
that.
to join the
Oh my
outside.
God.
Trey's going to
Chris
stay on the outside, and I wouldn't do that. Center's going to get there.
If Chris had gotten up
And
to us,
I've
that could
been
have been 5
preaching it, and
cars.
now I'm going to do it just the way I preach it. Stick to the bottom. Control what you know is going to advance. There's nothing guaranteed about the top, and look how that affects Trey. He gets
He's
stuck on the
there. He's
top. He'll be
back.
able to get back to the bottom. But look, when the minute he got clear, he went back to the bottom. There's a guarantee of getting back to the front on the bottom. There's no guarantees on the high side. The high side is a wild card lane on the speedway. And that is why it's so important to control the lowest line on the track. Look
Now
at
it's
Trey.
3x3.
3 wide. Connor pushing him below the line. Trey has nothing he can do.
Oh my gosh, they're all gonna wreck.
He's just going to hit the brakes, and now
Except
Connor's
for
going to wreck
me.
the field center up in the air, and the field goes apart.
Hey, and look at who made it through. The 2 guys who were sticking with the outside. Let's go, Melon.
Mellon, Chunk, and Ashton will be the cars that survive the carnage that is the LePage by Connor and Trey, which was caused by Connor. I assume he froze.
There's way too many people in this duel compared to last one. Last one there was 10. This one there's like 14.
This duel officially with
Actually,
12 entries.
that's only 12? Jeez. I'm pitting.
Tom, Mellon, Cyan, Chunkin, Connor, Plain, Ashton. That's 7. Chris, Trey, Nook, Senator, and someone despawned their car, so that would make Connor the 12th entry of the duel.
Still. Me and Nook and Tom all pitting. I'm assuming Melon will come with me. We're working together. Maybe Trey too. Anyone pit last question? Who pitted? Me, Melon, Chris. Wait a minute. No, Connor hasn't even pitted this race. Neither has Ashton. I don't think. How are they still making? How much gas do they have?
How much gassy do they have is what I think you meant to say.
Also,
Chris is blowing up. What does that mean?
He's not blowing up. He's in a Ford.
Wow, look at Chris.
He's in a Ford, I think.
Oh, what an idiot.
Yeah, Melon's coming down. So I thought.
Chris should get DNF for blowing up, quote unquote. What
I just had a
idiot.
great pit entry. Exactly 66. And then the box screws me.
Oh, there's contact on pit road with Plain and Ashton. It's 10 to go.
I should still be
In
the leader here.
the America 250 duels.
Yep.
Connor with the fastest lap.
They take
But
full?
it doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Did they all take full? Why would they do that? Oh, wait, they didn't pit before this, right? Chris can make it, I think. Robert.
Buddy, Chris respawned his car. Why is he the leader?
Well, Chris respawned his car a couple cautions ago. Did he do this caution?
Yes, because remember he said he was blowing up.
Oh, he should have put it with us. Yeah, it's
He
fine.
should be TTB, but I don't think Brunswick's going to force him back there for some reason.
It's okay. It's a car glitch. He wouldn't have pitted. I don't think he would have pitted anyway.
Well, it doesn't matter. The guy had to respawn. He goes to the back if he gets full gas.
I'd rather not be the leader anyway.
And I mean, also, Duncan, he chose to drive the the Ford body instead of the Chevrolet, which we know works.
I hope I'm in a Chevrolet right now. I think I am. Yeah, I am.
Duncan, I hate to break it to you, but it looks like you're in a Ford.
Well, I'm in a Ford scheme, but I'm in a Chevy, Tim.
I understand. I'm saying it looks awfully shaped like a Ford.
Tom's is shaped like a Ford. You can see the Chevy parts on mine. Tom looks like he's in a Ford.
I don't know. I can't see the difference from afar, which means it really doesn't matter. I don't think we're
Chris
underway.
backed out again, just like I thought he would. Somehow wasn't pushing the issue. See, he's done that every restart.
Trey Chunkin playing Melon in this race. Ashton Senator Connor Nook could miss this race all.
Oh,
but there is contact playing in Trey.
Come on, Melon. Come on, Melon.
Melon's going to give the push. And around goes Senator. Upside down.
Gosh. 2 cars. Don't throw it.
Caution now. And the field coming apart at the back. The 7 with a 2.5 out of 3. He is cooked.
Still brings back in the stand.
Plane causing the crash here at Daytona.
I think we can go green this time.
Throws the block on Trey all the way below the line. Chris has to respawn again. This guy Chris, bro. This is the reason Brunswick blocked Chris in the first place, isn't it?
He just said no. I said Chris use a Chevy. He said no.
What an idiot. This why bro's not going to win a duel. Imagine that, Duncan. On the last lap, Chris gets wrecked from the lead, tries to save it, and he can't because he has spin physics, and it costs him a spot in the America 250.
That's gonna happen. That's the thing. And he's not even near the pack, and we're going green. Is he merging?
No, he's probably going TTB like he has on every restart, Duncan.
He's not with us.
Underway. 7 to go with the line. Trying to finish this thing strong. Here comes Trey to separate Melon and Duncan.
Fuck. I have to go to the bottom. I can't.
Melon getting the push by Nook and Connor on the outside. Will there be a run enough? Duncan's going to try and take it, but that's going to completely disbound the outside line. Now, Trey to his inside. I think he'll get the lead, but there will be a push on the outside that'll be good enough to get him the back to the lead. And Melon could get enough to go to the point himself. Off turn 4 and to the flag. Look at the cross by Melon. Contact and he right hooks Chunkin into the field. He hits Plane.
That's kind of crazy.
Ashton and Plane flying like a plane.
I'm P5. Man, what the fuck just happened?
I couldn't tell you. It just looked like Melon right hooked you from my point of view.
No. I got a push. It sent me below the line, and then I think he tried to come with me, and then it hooked me. I was trying to turn back up, and it was just a mess.
Big dog, I hate to break it to you, but I haven't seen him try and push you once. It looked like he just tried to crash you.
He's been pushing me the entire race.
Yeah, he's been pushing you the entire race, except when you get to the lead, and then bro tries to just go get the Mickey win himself.
I don't know. Not really. I don't know.
But bro thinks he's Rocky. Hey, look who's back. It's Pickle Chris.
Read this time. Melon is now here. Okay.
Let's try this again. 5 laps to go for Trey here in the America 250 duels.
Kind of happy to not be up there right now. Just another
Trey going to go high on this restart. He'll make sure he properly blocks back to the bottom, but he knows there's
Nope, he
nothing
can't.
down
He
there
can't.
for him. He's going to get pushed out of
Connor's
line, and
out.
there's no
Connor's out
way
of the
he's going to
team.
block it. Just stays high. He'll
Whole
get the
momentum
push from
just
Tom Nook and Cyan as well. Cyan's been nowhere today, but could he advance to the 500?
the entire momentum just shifted to the top for a bit there.
The
I
momentum to
think
the
Bobby
outside. The 9 of Connor.
bottom back. Yep.
The
This is
5 of Trey. There's not enough help to get the outside of the lead, but they can hold it for a couple of laps. 4 to go. They're hitting that threshold of what Chris calls go time.
goes with
That is when you'll
them.
see Chris come to the front. 5 cars now move to the outside. We have 2x2 super speedway racing.
We never see this.
No,
Oh, Craig
Trey
just wrecked
crashes.
himself.
That's over.
He wrecked himself.
Into plane, Nook chunking, and Cyan tumbling.
Oh, that might be. I don't know if I can come back from that.
Melon also in it. The field comes apart on the ropes of a bad move by Trey.
Fucking hell, bro.
And when we get back to the caution flag right here, these drivers know what's up. It's going to be overtime.
And I'm gonna be starting in the back.
Or not overtime, it'll be a 2 to go restart. A 2-lap shootout. We've got to make it to the white for this thing to be official. Senator's in the lead, but can he feel safe in the lead until he comes off turn 4? And can he even feel safe at that point?
I have to gain 5 spots. To get
When do you feel safe at Daytona with the lead? I don't think there's anywhere you can feel safe right now. But that's what we were talking about. Where's the point of greediness start? Where do you say, I want the win? Does it start in second?
You say, I don't want to be an idiot and lose my chance at a 500 and you finish third.
Does it start in second with Ashton? Does it start in 5th with Chris? Where do you start saying, I want to be greedy, I want to fight, I want to go up there and win an America 250 duel? Or will Senator just cruise back to it and let him wreck behind him? What do we see out of these drivers? Who is going home and who is going to fight in the great American race? This is what it's all about. The biggest event in BRL. 2 laps to see who's in it. We're underway at Daytona. Very tame restart. Chris in 5th almost got passed on the inside by Plane. Tom up the track. Chris now takes the final spot. Tom may be done for the day and for this weekend. The top 4 with a little bit of separation. Trey and Melon have crashed on the backstretch. That could end them. Trey turns up and he don't chunking. That'll make overtime happen. They would be taking the white flag. Instead, they're taking the caution.
Now in last. Fuck this.
This is overtime attempt number 1 from Daytona.
I can already feel that I'm not going to make it just from how that restart went.
A champion, Duncan, and one of the most proficient drivers in the history of BRL. Didn't have a great year last year, but he was efficient enough. Showed that skill. He hasn't lost the notch, and now 34's gone. This was his chance to have a big break and go up here and win the Brunswick Racing League Championship for the 2nd time. But what may be even more important is winning this great American race.
And making the great American race.
But to make the American race, he's got to go a long way.
So
And to win it, he's got to go a far longer way.
I like the fact that Nook and Connor are separated. I like the fact that
2 laps to make the race and a lot more to win it. You can't win the Daytona 500 on lap 31 of the duel, but you can certainly lose it. Let's see who loses it. 2 laps to go here at Daytona. We're in overtime. It was a great restart by Senator. The rest of the field, not so much. That'll hopefully give him a little bit of insurance at least to get to the white flag. He can't do that.
No!
And he crashes himself from P1 upside down. He's off the speedway. Now Bell gets involved, and that will bring out the second caution.
Maybe. Is he going to throw it? Yeah. Okay.
The caution is out. Connor's your leader, folks.
I'm still top 10. Or I'm 6th. That's not bad.
The 9 of Connor, in a scheme that brought him heartbreak at this speedway less than a week ago in the Great American Race in real life, he's trying to make it up by winning the Great American Race in this video game.
We could have gone green this time, but no, Chris wrecked himself under caution.
And I assume at this point Chris will be heading to the back of the America 250 duel.
If he tries to...
We're going to go green this time, folks.
He's trying to take his spot
they're going to say Chris back to his P2. 2 laps to go. The second attempt at a green, white, checkered, overtime finish. And there's a certain undying determination to win this 500 that's being shown not even in the 500, but in a duel race. You can see what everybody wants, what everybody's made of. You can see those guys like Senator that have that undying determination that he's willing to crash himself and everyone else. That might also be associated with idiocracy. What won't be associated with idiocracy is victory. And that is a journey that starts tonight at Daytona. We'll see who gets to hoist the BRL Season 4 Daytona Duel number 2, the America 250 Duel number 2. We're underway, and Ken, Duncan, Mellon, Senator, and Trey, competitors for this championship most likely, or at least a win. Can they get in? Connor shuffled out, and so is Plain. The final driver in is Ashton right now, but with the drivers getting shuffled out, I think this thing's going to give it to Chunkin for the final spot. They still got a whole nother lap to settle this out, though.
They're still going on the outside.
And the outside's still going. They crashed. Will there be the caution?
I hope not.
Not yet. Now it is.
It will be. Nook was leading.
To the lead.
And I am P4, I think. So I might be in the last.
I'm going to say Nook's your leader here, folks.
Nook is the leader.
Nook got a shove. When did the yellow fly? Oh, that's going to be close. That was, I mean, a pinpoint. Folks,
yeah, this is the last overtime. That is the truth.
Nook's your leader in car 4.
Don't we remember that? No. This is the last restart. 2 overtimes is all we get here in BRL.
3 overtimes. Whatever.
You get 41 being your only hope, and he is in last is kind of crazy.
Whether you're a champion, a rookie, or an experienced winner, without a championship, everybody is even at Daytona. The track that doesn't turn back. What happens here happens. 2 laps. And that is going to determine who goes home in Daytona.
Nook left out. Connor goes
with
him.
It was a bad restart for Nook and Connor. They're going to get shoved out. Nook and Connor need to find a cranny somewhere to slide into this thing, or they're going to be done here in the America 250 Duels.
I don't think there's enough time to build up a line. They're trying to, but it's
There's
gonna be
not.
tough.
There's absolutely nothing they can do but watch as Daytona's going to take the
Nook
same
had
way
it
it
and he
gives.
didn't
Chris,
go.
the driver, it's giving to, but he's still got to hold on. One more shot at glory here
I
in the
will
America
push.
250 duels. The white flag is out, and Chris is your leader.
I will push Chris to this win if it means making the 5-1.
Chris is the leader. Mellon and Chunkin linked up. I don't know how much they can hold it. Senator, the last car. Will someone make that aggressive move? Who goes high? Nobody for now. The only man out top is Ashton. Into turn 3. Chris, Chunkin, Mellon. Senator. There's the lift. There goes Duncan to the outside.
Okay.
Side by side to the line. Mellon and Chris. Chris and Mellon side by side. He wins. And Chunkin may be out of this thing.
Melon just straight wrecked me. I think I got it though.
Chris wins the duel. And I think Chunkin may be out of this thing, folks.
I'm out. Oh no, I'm in it. I got 4th. And even if I didn't, I
Chris,
probably
Mellon, Senator, and it was close. Trey, Chunkin, and Tom were side by side.
Holy shit! I barely got in.
It's
Me and
under
Melon
review,
working
folks. I'm going to
together.
say that
I shouldn't have gone
Duncan's
to the
in, but that's
outside.
all unofficial. All Trey had to do was get a nose across the line before chunking.
All right, Melon just straight up wrecked me. I'm in. I'm watching the clip. I am in.
You're in it from your perspective.
Yes, no, I'm in it. No, I'm in it. Look. Wait, I can't even show you. I'll take a picture.
Duncan's
Here,
in
I'll
it,
send it to
folks.
you, DM.
I think it's a close call. Yeah? My brother's not up here. I said my brother